Welcome to Wild Shift episode number 8. My name is Tzach, and over the past few years, I've been reflecting on my life in my home country and the choices that led me to where I am today. In this podcast, I dive into the stories of people who have made bold changes in their lives, leaving behind comfort for something new and unknown. Join me as I explore what inspired them to take these leaps and discover the impact of their decisions. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with others. And today we're diving into the raw, unfiltered world of love and heartbreak with two extraordinary guests, Galis and Niro. Galis, a powerhouse of a woman, is as magnetic as she's intense. Once a high-flying VP of sales, she walked away from the corporate grind to explore the deeper layers of life. After surviving a traumatic childhood, she's now unlocking hidden strength within herself and redefining what truly matters. On the other side, we have Niro, a straight man with a remarkably soft, gentle presence. Having spent the past year in Koh Phangan, he's part of a healing space for party survivors and ex-soldiers. As a Satya coach, he dedicates himself to deep listening, authenticity, and helping others navigate their own inner truth. What unfolded between them was an open, honest, and deeply moving conversation about love, loss, and transformation. At one point, I felt a shift within myself, a release I didn't see coming. Powerful realizations landed, perspectives were challenged, and something unspoken yet deeply felt took place. This episode isn't just about their stories, it's about the moments that changes us, the breakthroughs we don't expect, and the way love, whether present or lost, shapes who we become. Let's dive in. Wow. So today I'm with Niro and Gali. And thank you for joining. Thank you for giving your time to this very special moment. Before we started recording, I have actually shivers saying that because it feels like we're recording this episode at the Shala in Koh Phangan in Thailand, in this very beautiful place where we actually met a couple of months ago at the Tantra from the Heart immersion. So thank you, Tantra from the Heart, for giving us the space. And it seems like it's a new year, and it seems like we're beginning of the new year, and ending the other year. And everything feels so fresh, and there's like a closure, but also there's like an opener. And the way I found you, or the way you found me, creating this episode was in a very, very magical way, which until now it's hard for me to even grasp. So thank you for joining. Today we're going to talk about something very abstract. It's a huge topic, but I want to talk about love, and I want to talk about relationships and breakups. You know, the reason I wanted to talk about this topic, it came to me like a few days ago, actually, about this thing that always comes up to me, personally speaking. How do I choose who I fall in love with, and why? Why do I fall in love, or why do I love this person? Or why do I love, even if it's a friend, or even if it's a partner, or even if it's like a hookup, or even if it's like someone that like my date? What chooses that to be like, who is up there choosing me to fall in love with that? And, you know, I think struggle is a big word, but I've been minding that quite a lot from now and again. And I think it comes up when I'm on a low point. I would say that's the pattern. When I start thinking about my past relationships and why are they coming up? Why are they not letting go? Why are they coming up in my dreams? And you know, my active mind and my planning mind is trying to always be like, you should do this, you should do that, you should like, I almost like looking for the recipe of how to create love, but at the same time, I'm always looking for the recipe of how to get rid of old relationships that
Why
are
you
not,
want to get rid of them?
because they're not part of my life.
That's so. They are. They do.
That's actually even
But
more
not.
worrying now.
No, it's not. I think that if someone is coming up in your thoughts, in your dreams, it says something. It doesn't say, I should get back to him. No, but it's maybe I need to look up at the past and to see what happened there and what is my lesson for now. Maybe then you couldn't finish the lesson, but now you can. So maybe this is the reason they're coming up in your thoughts, in your dreams.
I think that also related to that, that a lot of time when you dream about something, so the question that I've been asked was, okay, leave the characters behind, leave the scenery, what you felt. Okay, what is the feeling that you felt? Did you feel comfortable? Did you feel discomfort? And I think when you say what you said about people that comes up in your thoughts, in your dreams, so just like Gali said, it's not maybe the lesson, it's like what feeling is there that maybe requires your attention. Leave the characters behind and what they made you feel, and this feeling raise up, and then maybe you can connect with that thing.
Because it feels like sometimes it's in my mind. It feels like sometimes I say that to myself when I wake up in the morning, or sometimes when I have this thought, it's like, I will never get over it. Even in like 10 years, I will never get over it. And it's sticky.
And more than that, I will say that, when you have in the phone, in your iPhone, your photos, memories from the past, when I see my ex and our picture together in the iPhone, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I'm in a conflict. Should I erase it? Should I delete everything?
I did it.
You don't?
Because it was painful to me. Like, it wasn't an ending that I imagined that it would be, and then it took me a while to get over it. But it's that thing, when I see us, I suddenly, immediately feel something that I don't want to experience. And I think it's something like a matter of breakups, relationships, healing patterns. So it's a way of like, okay, I need to work more on my anger. I need to work more on my sadness, frustration.
That's what you feel when you see those photos?
Now when I reflect about it, when you just start the conversation about back to the feeling and not to the person. So I think this is the lesson.
I think, first of all, don't delete the photos because I did it. I have a relationship for 8 years. So, and I deleted every single photo, and where breakup was like 10 years ago, maybe more. Yeah, something like 10 years ago. And today, I'm over him, but I'm thinking about him, by the way, maybe every week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's okay. I thought about him today. And
it's important to say that you are in a relationship now.
Yeah, I'm in a relationship. It's not like feelings of like in love or like I want to have sex with him or something. It's I'm loving this person. I'm loving what was our story. I love it. It was 10 years ago. We're not the same persons, but I love this person. And I want to see the photos. I want to see those moments. I want to see them to get to connect to my feelings. Maybe for you, it's a little bit still fresh. It's okay. You can do archive. I didn't do archive, and I deleted every single photo, and now I'm regretting about it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's okay, and you don't need to judge yourself that it's a sticky. Okay. So I'm thinking about him. What do you mean getting over it? What is to getting over it? To forget this person? To forget your feelings?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that. You can't delete your memory. Yeah, you can't do it. We're humans. We're not like you can do Control Alt Delete.
Yeah.
And it's good that you can do it. It's very good that you're not forgetting. So don't judge yourself.
It almost feels like a race. It almost feels like a race of like, sometimes when I'm like on a high point and I'm like, fuck that person. I don't even think about him anymore. And, or like old relationships, like it's not in my mind. I'm in such a good place right now, you see? Sometimes I'm on a low point and then it comes up again. And then it's like, why are you here? I thought I got rid of you, no? It's like almost like trying to catch me when I'm weak. And I also archived these photos, I have to say. I didn't delete them. But sometimes you have these photos and they come from now and again, like that photo that you forgot to delete. And to be honest, it's less triggering and it's moving me less than how it was, right, closer to the beginning. But it still makes something, and like something in me wants to look at these photos the way I look at memories, friends from school that I see. Oh, that was a cute memory, that was nice. But this feels raw.
That's interesting. I don't know why you want to forget and you're judging yourself and go away. And I don't know why you're talking like this, because I had bad relationship also. Okay. So if your recipe is good, I need to forget them, forget him, forget that it ever happened, that I ever slept with him. And I don't want to forget it. I don't want to forget it, even the bad ones. I'm like, okay, you got through it. You're amazing. Wow.
Wow.
I don't want to forget them. Not them, not the photos, not the memories. And it can also be like songs or places or a sunset that I can remind you. So not just the photos. Yes, I definitely something and I remember I love food. So
and then you remember.
of course. And I love those memories because I'm getting back to like younger Gali. And I say, oh, you thought like this. And he said, oh, you're cute. Stupid and cute. But like, you're cute. Cute little girl. Like 20-year-old girl.
But I think it's take time, because in the minute like something happens, so you are acting out of impulse, right? Like you don't think about your feelings or like look at it the right way, and it takes time until you look at it in the way of like, oh, okay, now I can listen to this song now.
But
Okay, it take a while. I remember when in one of my earliest relationships, so we had a song, very romantic, like cliche, thing from a movie, but the song was amazing. I really loved it, but it took me a while to get back to that album, and because I think that I needed to be able to feel it again, right? Because he said like you want to get rid of it, you don't want to feel it anymore, maybe. And then like, yeah, I'm willing to look at it from a different perspective. I'm more mature. I can grow from that. Like if I can listen to it now, I grew for sure.
Yeah. I think there's something in me that is wanting to achieve it almost. Like, so like closer to the breakup, I was actually, so I'm the type of person, if there's a trigger or if there's a challenge, I know I want to do that challenge, not as something I'm not interested in. I'm going to really touch that nerve. Like, I really want to do that challenge. So in regards to like songs, messages, or whatever, I will be, I want to listen to that song. I want to listen to that singer. I want to go to that place where we cheered. We had like, l'chaim before we moved to our first apartment. I want to feel that. I want to feel that, be there, and go beyond that. But sometimes it was overwhelming. And sometimes I would feel a failure. I felt, and I sometimes feel, sometimes when today I'm going to do this, that really reminds me of that. Obviously, there's much less things. I listen to all these songs and they less moving me, I would say. But, sometimes I would go and I do that and I will start feeling this uncomfort. I will be like, you see, you're not over it. You're not over it.
That's amazing. Both of you connect like achievement to be over it. I don't think it's yeah, no, but it's like I need to sorry. I need to get over it.
Mm.
Who said?
You think this I can
You,
like,
you
yeah.
said time. Who
I think
said
I
how
want
much
to.
time?
We want to get over it.
Why?
Because we want to move forward and continue.
But you can continue and still have feelings, sort of feelings, to another person, to an ex. I think. I love my ex, this one, the 8 years. He watched my story yesterday, and I was seeing his name, and I never see his name, yeah, for like 10 years on my, of course, Instagram. And I was like, wow, it makes me like feel good, and I'm over it. But I can't say you see, I can't say I'm over him because it make me butterflies, and I'm excited, and I go to see my feed to see what he saw. So it's matter to me what he thinks.
Yeah.
But we're broke up for like 10 years.
Yeah, but so I think in perspective of time, yes, but let's take it to the other way around, right? You just break up with someone, and then how can you connect with a new person? Like, how do you go out for a date after a week? Your friends tell you, go for a date, it will make you feel better.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't. Like, I want to get rid of this feeling, but I still have something to that person. And I think that over the time, your art like start opening again.
You read this book?
No, not
You
yet.
need to read it.
I-
This is exactly what he's talking about.
What's the name of the book?
מתנת הזוגיות הטובה.
Uh,
The present of good relationship. You have to read it. He says on the first chapter, if I'm not wrong, what he's saying. You can't be open to someone else unless your heart is clean. Like you need to do to grave on someone, to be on like, to be sad, to cry, to let go, and then you can do something new. This is exactly what he said. But and I'm not like your friends. I don't think you need to go on a date to feel better. No, you can sit at home and cry and cry and cry and cry.
And sometimes there are those cases of that I heard that some couple broke up, and then a week after they found the love of their life. You know this story?
I guess that's their, yeah.
They're rare, but
They're
Very rare,
very.
but they are exist. Like the day after, like I met someone in the bar, and
Oh, yeah.
But
happened.
Yes, but
their
listeners-
hearts could be clean when they were on the last relationship. You can be in a relationship and to not be in the relationship. You can.
Wow.
Because
You can.
Yeah.
So maybe those persons found like someone and their heart is like clean already, although they were in another relationship. But you can't compare.
No, there's all kinds of cases, of course. But I think the key that from what you say and what we say over here is that it's not about the person, it's about the connection, right? We're human beings, we want to connect. So when we see our ex photos, we have connection. When we see a good memory on a sunset on the beach, we have connection. And the connection is toward ourselves, like, again, the feeling that we have. So, yeah, I don't think we can, I do agree that we can still have some cleansing with the heart and still be in connect with someone else.
You think it's possible?
Yeah, I think it is. When I hear people say like my heart is closed, I can't be with anyone right now. For me, it's like today after some experiences, I'm like, I don't buy it.
You don't.
No, I think there's fear.
Yeah. Good.
And I think that's what sometimes prevents. We can talk about myself. Sometimes it can really scares me to go into a date or something because I'm afraid that I will go on the same pattern. Because There's a reason I loved my ex, and there's a reason I broke up with the ex. But I'm also a little bit, is it traumatized is the right word to say? Like, there are things that I really don't want in my new relationship.
Of course.
And and these things closes me up. And that's when sometimes I feel I'm not ready, I can say, oh, I'm not ready. Or my heart is closed. You think maybe it's my heart is closed in general, or maybe it's not the right person that my heart is not open to.
Maybe it's combined.
Maybe it's a combination.
Yeah.
Mm.
Niro said it exactly. It's fear.
It's fear.
So it can be fear, and it can be not the good time for yourself, because we said the heart needs to be cleaned, and it could be not the right person. So it can be all three. It can be only two, only one.
How does it look when your heart is clean? How does it feel?
And I,
You're taking a deep breath.
yeah, because my current relationship, my heart wasn't clean. I didn't want nothing to do with him, with the situation, with men's. Like, no, don't get near me. No, no dates, nothing. Don't flirt with me. No sex, nothing. So I don't remember the feeling of clean
Coming
heart.
clean to something.
Yeah. To
Mm.
want to, yeah, let's have a date.
Yeah, I'm ready. Take me.
I'm ready. Take me.
Take me.
No, it was like,
I'm
no,
yours.
not ready. Go.
You're mine.
I'm not ready. Bye.
Mm.
I think that like when I'm thinking about it, so I think I sense some moments of like my art is clean,
Mm.
which for example, after I start feeling myself, my being more myself. I will try to explain. It's just like when I ended one of my relationship, took me 4 months to get over it, because I was the one who broke up. So, and also maybe we were
You
connected.
were or
I
weren't?
was the one who said like
You broke up.
I broke up, and I and I think it's harder. It's much harder from being the one that you've been like somebody rejects you and say I want to end our relationship. So I think that I have more responsibility, and I overthink about maybe I should try it again. Maybe I can undo it. Maybe,
Mistake.
yeah, 'cause I have more power
Yeah.
to regain the situation, the relationship. And I think that after 4 months, I don't know, something happened, and I started to do things that I love to do, and I started to be more myself. And then I saw how much I'm already like clean
Wow.
from this person in my life, and now I'm willing to be more present within myself and do what's important to me. Because in that relationship, I was very willing the other person, like wanted to do it. Yeah, exactly. I was a pleaser.
Mm.
One of the things I know about myself and I'm working on.
Wow.
But in that moment, it was clean art is clean with myself. Now it's me. And then I'm open to invite someone else to my life and like, yeah, that's me now. You will meet me.
Wow. It's almost like it's like a self-love progress. I want to love myself more, and I think I deserve to have something different. It's not that it was bad. It's not that it was what it was, and it was amazing for a long time. But I think for that self, I felt like I needed something different. I grew those years that we were together. I grew to something else. And I have to say, I was dealing with a lot of emotions, feelings that were very difficult to handle with. So after it all finished and the suitcases were out and it was just me by myself and the wall and the ceiling, that even now I can kind of feel it, that wind of, what the hell? And then you have to deal with What did I do? A lot of
Mm.
guilt feelings, regrets.
Did I do a mistake?
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
I shouldn't haven't like let him go.
Yeah, or maybe I should have let him go, but in a different way. Maybe I was a lot of like, and it almost haunts you.
Yeah, I don't feel like
You
that, you know?
don't? You never felt that way?
No. Usually I'm the one who's ending relationship. The most of my life I were in relationship, like long lasting relationship. I was the one who was like, no, that's it. And I'm a Scorpio, so when I'm doing that's it, that's it.
Is that
I'm over.
But there was a time that you gave a chance?
A second chance to this one, yeah. Yeah, currently one 4 times, yeah. I did no, bye, 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 bye. Okay, okay. Okay, come on, 4 times. This is the first time. And there were one time with another ex, son of a he broke up with me. And I was like
That's why he's the son of
brutally
it.
rejected. Like about my look, about who I am, the person I am, like everything. And he threw me from our home. And this was devastating to me. To end a relationship, it's not devastating to me at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I embrace that you see that you gave a chance 4 times in this casually. Like it's amazing
Yeah, yeah.
in the
I'm
purpose
working on myself.
of development, but it's very. I'm interested to understand like what changed in you that opened that door to you to say, okay, let's try again.
I think the sense of what you started the conversation before it was recorded, that I'm not deciding anything in my life.
Interesting.
So if Koh Phangan and the universe decided for me that this is the person for now, forever, to be my mirror right now, my lesson, my mirror, okay, I'm doing it again and again and again. And now I'm so, so, so happy that I gave it 4 chances. So happy.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
very happy. Very happy. And I'm a Scorpio, so I'm ending and you're not exist.
Wow.
I don't know who are you.
It's interesting.
Yeah. And he managed to get back 4 times. And I'm so happy.
But you said the you accepting what the universe
Mhm.
saying to you, like his decision, but it's your decision in the end. Like you don't want to say,
No, the decision is mine, of
Yeah.
course, but the universe and Koh Phangan, or the wind, I don't know, God, whatever, like push
Mm.
push him
Mhm.
to my side, to my life, to my environment, to my, I don't know.
Okay, so it could be that you were more aware.
I was more aware, of course. Yeah.
But what if like there's someone like listening to us right now and they're struggling and they're in a relationship, the relationship is not really going anywhere or it's taking them down and they're confused of what the universe is saying to them or what should they do in that point? How does it look like? How does it feels like? I'm going into more of their practicality. So you break up with a guy and then the guy's texting you 2 days after and then you answer. Is that the universe and the guy? Or is that the universe telling you to answer back? How do you know?
I think there is no recipe, first of all. And I think in the end, like your story that you broke up like like over 6 months, like you felt it's not the place for you. Like maybe I said it in my words.
Right.
So I was in a similar situation when I was like, I think 1.5 years, which I knew it's not my place anymore. And I was suffering. People around me, so I'm suffering. I'm being in a relationship which I'm not feel good with myself in.
Mm.
And fear, again, that was the thing that blocks me. If I will separate from this person, I will be alone.
Mm.
If I will, like, this is the person for me. I need to fight for that. I need to do whatever I can. But in the end, after I ended it, I felt like, wow, there was a voice saying, you knew that 1.5 years ago. You walked with it 1.5 years ago. So I think it's about to be very, very honest with yourself first, and then to be willing to meet the fear of being alone, which turns out to be the best thing that happened to me after that.
Mm.
I think we already know. Just like Gary knows, like she needs to keep trying and give a chance to this relationship. So I think the deep side, we already know. And I heard somebody saying once, I really relate to that. He said, we are the best in line to ourselves.
We are the best in line to ourselves.
Yeah.
Can you share more? What does it mean?
Like, no, I should stay. No, I should continue fight for this relationship. No, this is the person for me. But I'm keep lying to myself because inside, I feel like,
Mm.
no, I don't want to be here.
But it's because it's not always bad.
Again, it's like situation to situation, but I think that
But that's it. Our shared therapist once told me in private, she was like, Tzach, like breakups, when you break up with a person, you also break up with the good things. And we tend to think we want to maybe sometimes demonize the person to almost like create reasons to make it reasonable to break up with the person. And I would just never agree to that because I love that person. There were like half parts that I loved, and actually some of it is who I am today because of these parts, and also because of the other parts that I didn't resonated. But I was happy to get rid of and to break up with those bad parts that I didn't like and I couldn't handle with. But the good parts were keeping me there. Those sunsets or those morning coffee dance, those Friday night dinners, those family gatherings. I wanted them to stay. I didn't want to get rid of them. And that's what kept me for so long. And maybe hope that something might change and those bad parts that I didn't like will shift. But it actually never happened, and it just created more suffering.
Yeah. This is what I learned with this current relationship. I was like always keep saying to myself the bad things, the bad things, the bad things, the bad things. And what happened that someone told me, stop judging him. That's him. Those bad parts, this is him. He's not going to change. This is him. Can you accept it? And it was said, no, 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 no. And today I'm looking at it and I'm saying, yeah, I can live with that. And for you, you were like, the good things, don't want to say goodbye to them. My advice to people is to think, okay, those are the bad things. They're not going to change. This is who is he, she. That's them.
I'm curious to ask you something.
Yeah.
Because it's we say, I stopped judging him.
Mm-hmm.
How do you stop judging someone? How do you
Um,
turn into, I accept that he's like that, like that, like that? It's not like a chip that we can program, right?
It took
Like
a while,
with
yeah.
something
I'm
that
still working on it.
so you start meet some things.
But I can, if I'm seeing something bad in him, I can think for a second, okay, there are things that are bad with me also. And he's accepting it because this is who I am. I'm saying fuck all the time. He can accept it. Okay, I can accept that he is messy. I can live with that. And a year ago, I was like, no, I'm not going to be with someone who's that messy. And my boyfriend is the most messy human being in Koh Phangan, probably. But I can live with that. It's not like I'm loving this feature. No, I'm not loving it, but I can live with it. It's not that I'm stopped judging him. Judging less and less and less and less and less.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How do you make peace with something that is You call it judgment, but I think it's a bit deeper than that, because if the person is like having these friends, there are these his friends. I don't like saying to him like don't go with them or go with them. That's like judgment. Just example. But if the person is doing something that is like touching your inner circle, like messing up your house or being unreliable or being having this personality trait that clashes with yours, how do you make peace with that? Because you said to me the beginning when we started talking, yeah, you can take the good things and replicate to another person, but let's not forget that the other person will also have his or her negativities
Course.
to us.
As I said, was like a big no, 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 no. But in the time, all my judgment, I was seeing all the good stuff that I needed. I didn't even knew that I needed this kind of things.
Mm.
It's just like, yeah, because I gave him another chance and another chance and another chance, and I was seeing,
And maybe you gave yourself that chance and not to him.
gave myself that chance.
You think you gave it to him, but maybe it's you.
Wow, that's good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write this one. Give myself a chance. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't need the high tech man and no.
Maybe you do.
No, I don't. I don't. I really don't.
But I noticed in your approach something really interesting, I noticed that we talked about it at the beginning, like you have a man and you have a woman, a male and a female. But something really interesting is your approach. Because Gali, your approach it's a bit more masculine.
Yeah.
And I don't think your approach is necessarily more feminine, but it's softer, which is very interesting.
I once went to somebody to read my astrology map,
Mm-hmm.
and she did some analysis, stars, spirits. She's very good, and it was written that on the day that I was born, like masculine and feminine was like 13 masculine, 9 feminine.
Okay.
So it was very balanced,
Mm.
So it felt relief.
Relief.
Yeah.
What is the relief?
Because I was shy a lot in my sensitivity and my emotional approach, and the feminine side that I didn't never call it feminine side. Was I'm too sensitive as a man.
Why?
That's a problem.
Who's saying the?
It's something you grew up with. You
But
see that
this
even
is the society is telling you you're too much, so you're thinking I'm too much. But there is no measurement for how men need to behave.
True, but
Only the society.
but it's easier for me again to see it in the last few years. But when I was like
Yeah, of course.
14, 16, 18,
course.
20, that was a big impact on me. Even like approaching dates or starting conversation with someone, like what is a man? But again, today I'm much more open to that, and yeah,
You're much connected to that side.
connected to myself. I don't put too much of the feminine, masculine, and I know it's something that's me.
Mm.
There are some characteristics that are more pointed towards men or women. Like, yeah, we all have it all.
Interesting. Gali, do you think it can be I mean, you're approaching to these encounters from, like you're saying, like it's a more feminine. I was embarrassed with that. In your ways, you said that it can be a little bit, I would be radical, but it can be a turnoff, like a woman is looking for a man.
Yeah.
But also I'm looking at you, Gali, like a man is looking for a woman, and physically you're like a very feminine, you're a very attractive woman.
But then
But you can be, even now,
and they're like,
even now in this conversation, I can see you debating. It looks like, what are you talking about? It's this society. It's like, calm down, shut up, go cook something. Sorry.
Yeah, but like he said, I was upset with myself also. I was like sitting on dates and I was like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
To yourself.
Yeah, of course. shut up, don't say anything, don't say anything. And then I was like finishing my glass of wine and all that, saying everything.
And the song will start.
Yeah, but that's me. Like he said, that's me. And I will find the man, and I found the man who can deal with this is my energy. And it's not feminine or masculine. I have a strong, very strong, I don't know, presence, identity. I don't know how to
Yes.
say it, but energy. And that's me. And that's
Mhm,
okay. And I will find, or he will find me, the one who needs this kind of relationship.
Mm,
He will find me. And he did.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have the wish to lower it or to oppress it in a way.
I was like 1.5 years ago. I was like, shut up, be a lady. Come on. You don't need to be the first if anything. And right now I'm like loving myself. Wow, you go. You go. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's who I am. I'm really like complete with myself. Very, very loving myself right now.
I feel that we are still want to work on things
Mm-hmm.
that we want to work on. Like it's not like it's all right to work on be less sensitive on some aspects, or like
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more of the acceptance that needs to always to adjust ourselves, right?
Mm.
Um like I have a friend that told me once, I told him like I'm too sensitive. So he told me, let's just take off the two and just keep the sensitive. So say it again. I was like, I am sensitive. Okay, that's good. It's not
Yeah.
too sensitive.
Mm.
So there's no measurement, like, right? We want to work on be more empathic. So we can be more empathic.
That's good.
Yeah, this is the way that we are describing ourselves.
Yeah.
And less or more, just like
Right.
with a line, you are.
No need to exaggerate.
Yeah.
And I think also when you zoom out, there are, if I'm looking at myself, and maybe you can resonate as well, there are some areas, if you play with that feminine, masculine aspect, in some parts, I'm very masculine. In some parts, I can be more feminine. And, I realized I'm not all that and I'm not all that. But I think part of that journey is to actually also notice which parts it's on me. Like, just when we started organizing this place, Gali was like, Gali just organized everything, and she was more the masculine. I was like, and also I was like, I don't know why, but I was like, Niro, can you deal with the lights? And then she was like, I will do it. And you were also insulted. Why you didn't ask me for that,
Yeah.
That's my natural, it's not just mine. I think it's just like, no, you're a man, you're a straight, there's something a problem with the lights, deal with it. And you were like,
I just put
I will deal with it. Yeah, you deal with the music. Yeah, that's what you did. It's crazy. But I think you can really judge yourself until you get to that point that you're like, yeah, I want to
That's
be
me,
this,
yeah.
and that's what I want. And go for it.
Yeah. You go.
You go. You go, girl. Or you go, guy. Wow.
But that's the journey, like that we all like going through, right? Like to unpack everything we put on ourselves, or everything that we been put it on ourselves when we were young. Because back then, maybe for you was to be more masculine was something that you wanted to.
Driver.
Yeah. So like, I think it's a journey of acceptance, and I think actually it's also part of the key of finding the partner in your life. Like when you accept yourself, love yourself more, and then you are more open to meet the right partner. And then also to not compromise, but to look on things differently. Just like in your example.
Yeah.
You know what? There's something that really comes to me now is bringing us to the beginning of the conversation when we talked about breakups and how we get rid of that feelings and yada yada. Is actually gratitude, because you said something, Gali, really nice. You were like, why would I want to get rid of that memory? It was a pleasant memory. And for me, I'm saying, no, but it's a triggering memory. And you were like, if I have a magic wand, would you actually erase that memory? Take 8 years, take 6 years, take 4 years, take whatever years. Would you remove that from your memory, from your system? And actually, I was like, at the beginning, I was like, yeah, but no.
No, you don't.
And, you know, and it's almost like makes me feel like a little bit rude. So you want to also be who you are, which is that memory is part of you. Who you are, what you know, what you are in this life. There is a part of this relationship or relationships that is part of you. So in that moment, I feel gratitude.
I'm not afraid from breakups. Like, let's say it like that. Because again, I'm not homeless and I'm not dead. I'm okay. Everything is gonna be okay.
Mm.
And I went through horrible breakups. Horrible. Always. And I'm okay. I'm living. I'm fine. I have a love today. I'm really fine. And I'm look even better today. And I'm
Wow.
smarter. And so it's okay to break up with someone. Like, I'm not saying go break up with all of them.
Yeah.
But like, not to be, I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna be alone. Okay, I'm gonna be alone. Year and a half, 2 months. And then you're not gonna be alone.
You think your approach is like in a way connected to your childhood or how you were raised?
Of course.
Because
Of course.
you lost some family members. So that feeling of losing someone can either break you or make you. And when you're saying that, it seems like also like it's almost made you to be. I lost it. I lost also the attachments to it. So for me, I'm okay with losing that attachment. So it's almost like your nervous system or
My nervous system
your
is
resilience.
I was, and I, not today, but on survival mode
Yes.
all the time. And you said it right, to make you or break you. It can break you and then make you.
Yeah.
It's not that on that. That's what I'm saying.
Some people are, when they lose something like you lost, they can be either I lost something so big that anything that I will lose afterwards,
It's okay.
it's okay because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Or it can be I lost something so big that I don't want to lose anything in my life anymore. So, I mean, break it or make it, maybe it's not related to this specific aspect, but it can be either traumatizing or you can grow from it in a different way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can grow from it. And I love to grow.
But I think part of this equation of what maybe you handled and maybe it's differ from different people is the willing or the actually the life give you experience go deal with uncertainty, right? Like you can't expect that one day somebody will from with family members will die or will you will be with someone for the rest of your life. There is some sort of like I'm accepting changes all the time and like uncertainty, and even if I will go into a relationship with someone, yeah, hopefully I will. This is my partner for my life, but you can't know. There is uncertainty of being in a relationship, and you're always looking for certainty in relationships.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
There is no
Because also when even when you break up, what is your fear? Like you have uncertainty of how your life gonna look like
Yes.
day after, and are you willing to deal with it?
Yes.
And that sort of resilience,
Right.
Yeah.
is something that maybe make you stronger to adjust and like to go for it if you.
And I think when you have that trauma of like losing something, like, and what happened after you grow from it, it's easier for you to know like, okay, I survived that. There's no reason I won't do it in the next and the next and the next times.
This is the resilience
This is the resilience part.
Yeah. The breakup part is because I know I'm gonna be better.
Right.
Because I did it so many times. There is no other way. I'm not gonna lose myself. I'm gonna lose myself and I'm gonna be in shit mode for like a month, 2 months, a year. And then I'm gonna be back up and better than ever. That's it.
But it's not only, just like you said, it's not only in a relationship. It's
Yeah,
also
everything in
where I
life.
live, what I'm going to do, who's gonna be my friends. Like
Wow, that's a good one.
it's everything in life.
Yeah. You think that approach maybe will prevent you to actually give your heart fully to someone? Because I'll give you the heart, but not all of it, because half of it is it's me being careful and me knowing that,
Yeah. So I think the heart is a different intelligence, totally different intelligence. Like today, when I want a relationship, romantic relationship. So when I found someone I'm interested in, and we're studying something, I know that I will give myself, and it's also that happened to me that I jumped into relationships that I know that are not gonna last, but I'm willing to be in, and I'm willing to get hurt, maybe,
Mm.
and I'm willing to feel it. And for that, I need to put myself out there and put my art over there. And yeah, to know that, yeah, I'm gonna have a shit 1 day, 2 weeks, just like Galis said, and then something else will grow. But that's my approach, when people say like I can't, I don't.
Like give yourself
Yeah.
the 100%.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't think 100% is 100%.
Yeah.
Is the full of what I'm willing to bring today and tomorrow and
They're willing to
week.
try, maybe,
Yeah.
to give, to try to give 100%. No one can give 100.
Yeah, because 100% is like something I'm thinking about.
Perfection, there is no perfection.
But it's more, 100% we use numbers because we want to have the logic
Right.
of it, but
True.
there's no scale or number to anything, I just heard today, for example, that, we're born out of love, so there is no amount of love we can describe ourselves.
Mm.
We are love, and we also anger, and we are sadness. So we are full of everything, and yeah, like it's changed every day by a lot of things in your life, like the weather, yeah, the party you've been yesterday that you enjoy or didn't, a phone call that you got. So I think is to give everything you can fully every day.
To give fully.
Yeah,
It's like almost surrendering.
surrendering.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's almost surrendering. The person I think about, who can I surrender with? It's probably gonna be maybe my mom or maybe my siblings. Like I know that they will get my back. Like that kind of like I trust them.
That's amazing. I don't have that.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You don't have someone in your family or in your life?
When you're saying you don't have someone in your family, it's like basically your life. Because family is the
Be your friend.
yeah, but also friends. You can't friends.
Fully.
Yeah. If you're saying a mom, yeah, you can fully let go. I mean,
Do you think that maybe is preventing you from surrendering fully to someone? Because before you answer, I think surrendering to someone is the feeling of home. Because only at home you can go on the sofa and like have a nap
Yeah.
and like
Amazing.
dishes are
for
here and this
me,
is
everything is like temporary.
You said one word just a minute ago. You said like, "What is the issue?" And then I was like, "No, there is no issue. You okay? You just like it's a teacher. It's a teacher. Like his name is Control. Yeah, and he's just come here to cheer you all the time.
Yeah. That's right.
We all have our teachers. Like it's part of our pain in the end.
yeah.
Your pain is a teacher. My pain is a teacher.
I have a concept. I'm looking for a home, and I'm looking for a home everywhere I'm looking at, with my friends, with where I live physically, with my partner. And I know all the hippies of Koh Phangan will say home is inside you, which is not true. But I'm looking with my relationships to find that feeling of trust, of I surrender. And for me, when I think about trust and surrender, I think about the sofa of my childhood home, where I come back from school and I just like put the shoes everywhere. My mom's food is on the table, and I'm like with my stinky feet like this on the table, and like I surrender to that feeling, and I watch something on TV, and I want to have that feeling with my relationships, with my home, with my partner, with my friends, with my family. And I have a really, really, really amazing family, and I do feel that with my family. And I did feel that with my ex-partners. And I would like to replicate that feeling into future relationships. And that really leads me.
And it's very interesting to hear you. I'm 33-year-old, and it's just now fell down. The chip fell down. You describe like very natural thing that you were a kid to go to your home, to be on the sofa and to feel like when you're feeling with your family. And you said like to be on your sofa in your house, in your home. And I was like cringing because for me, it's like very not a good place. My childhood home and the sofa, no, no, no. Big no, no. So it's interesting to me because I start thinking while you were talking. So what is my safe?
Where do you feel like
Yeah, where I'm feeling like that. And this is like making the chip fell down and said, okay, maybe I need to find this place. What is the analogy?
where do you just
Yeah, where I can
relax?
do like this. Yeah. And maybe this is what I need to find in the relationship.
And maybe it's good to also connect to yourself for a second and remember where you felt that in your past, whether it's with yourself, whether it's with a friend, whether it's with
I
your
think
ex.
this is my lesson.
And the reason I was saying that sometimes my ex is coming to, because that felt like home. And sometimes when I'm in between, that's my personal pattern. It's that sometimes when I feel like in between houses or in between, or not sure about my future house, where will I be? Or like sometimes, like friends are coming and leaving. And that point, I'm like, okay, I feel not at home right now.
And
Like,
then it jumps in.
and then it jumps like, oh, that feelings comes back to it. This is where I felt home. And it's almost like a firefly that leads me into, okay, keep going. Keep going. This is what you want. You want to build a house. You want to find a partner. You want to stabilize yourself. You want to not move every 1 month. You don't want to live on a suitcase. You want to do that. That's the feeling that you want.
Always cry.
Not always.
Because you made a chip like fell down. I never thought about it. That I need my sofa. Oh, my stomach is. Yeah, I never thought about it. And you're like talking, and I was like, think, Gary, think. Where is your sofa? Where is your sofa? And I can't find it. So it's like to learn a new lesson in 33-year-old. It's a big one. So you were talking, and I was like emotional because it's a good thing for me because I can do therapy and to do meditate, but I don't know if I will come to this conclusion. So it's like happy tears.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotional.
And I'm very grateful to I'm very grateful to
You cry.
no, that's all the time. Obviously, yeah, all the time. But I'm grateful to have this memory and it's a nice closure to this
Happy for you. You have this memory.
to this memory, or to this memory, even like sometimes those memory were good or bad or positive or negatives. But I'm grateful for these memories because these memories they taught me how I want to feel in life. And even with what you said earlier about even the bad things, the negative stuff, taught me how I don't want to feel or how I want to overcome them. And every memory of these, of this life, gives us it gives us closer to
Yeah.
our meaning
Yeah.
in a way. Guys, we have to close.
Yeah.
The masculine is crying and the feminine is happy joy.
I know to be a mountain when it's there.
Yeah, that's a really nice paradox to this episode. And I would like to thank you for joining and for opening yourself up. And I really hope that
Yeah, we love you.
yeah, I love you too.
Don't go.
And I really hope this will touch many, many hearts.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it will. So thank you so much.
Love you.
Thank you.